Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have another candidate for the North Carolina Supreme Court, and I believe that's seat 5, to run against the left-leaning Sam Ervin, who is in that position. This is Court of Appeals Judge April Wood. Without further ado, I give you Judge April Wood.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here with such great patriots today. And thank you to Grassroots North Carolina for putting on this wonderful event. I'm Judge April Wood. I currently serve you on the North Carolina Court of Appeals. Prior to that, I was a trial court judge for 18 years, elected in Davidson, Davie, Iredell, and Alexander counties. And I am your constitutional conservative choice for the North Carolina Supreme Court this year. Just a little bit about me and my background that'll tell you everything you need to know about me is that I was reared in a God-fearing, Bible-believing, Christian, conservative military family. So my dad's a retired United States Marine and a retired deputy sheriff. And I can guarantee you that I probably knew how to shoot before I could walk, because my dad, being a career Marine, wanted to make sure that his daughter knew how to defend and protect herself. And so I have been engaged in firearm safety, educating different groups about their Second Amendment rights. I've given many speeches at other shooting clubs about exactly what the Second Amendment means and why it's very important for us to protect the right. And I want to make it very clear that the Second Amendment is not a privilege. It is not your privilege to own a firearm. It is your right to own a firearm. And it is important that we protect all of our constitutional rights. But the Second Amendment is particularly important because that is the amendment that gives us the opportunity to make sure that keep our government in check. That's the whole reason why the Second Amendment was passed in the first place, so that we, the people, are the ones that are in charge. Our Constitution is not a limit on us and our individual rights. It's a limit on government and the expansion of government. And so we need to ensure that we have judges on the bench who are going to uphold our Second Amendment rights and understand that it is an absolute right and it is not a privilege. It is a God-given right. It is a constitutional right. I've been a judge now for 20 years in both the trial courts and the Court of Appeals, and I have a track record of being a constitutional, conservative, common sense judge. And you can go and look at the opinions that I've passed. You can look what I did on the trial court level, and you will not find anything that I've ever done that will infringe on your Second Amendment constitutional rights. And what do I believe? Well, my parents instilled in me certain values from which I've never strayed, and they're really clear and simple. First and foremost is love for God and my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Second is love for this great country and our veterans who fought so hard to give us the freedoms we have today. We need to love and cherish them, and by all means, protect our Constitution. Third is love for family. Fourth is the importance of the sanctity of life, which probably explains why I'm a lifelong Republican. But more important than that, I'm unashamedly a Christian constitutional conservative. I live in Lexington with my husband and our 3 beautiful children. My husband and I are very avid gun owners, and as a matter of fact, I have such a wonderful husband that for a really long time I kept telling him I wanted an AR-15. So 2 years ago for Valentine's Day, that's what I got for Valentine's Day. So I have just a great, like I said, supportive husband. All of our children know how to use firearms. We're very, pro Second Amendment in our family. We want to make sure that our children understand how to use firearms safely and how to defend themselves, and the importance of being able to do that. As I said, it is a right, and we need to make sure that we protect that right. So I am, as I said, running for the North Carolina Supreme Court. I am doing it to retire one of our liberal justices. He keeps talking about wanting to spend more time with his grandchildren. I think that's a great idea, and I want to help him do that. So I am, as I said, Judge April Wood. You guys can learn more about me. You all look really cold, so I want to let you get to your competition. But you can learn more about me at my website. It's judgewoodforjustice.com. I'm also on Facebook. I'm an open book, so if you have any questions, I'll be happy to give you one of my cards. And it actually has my cell phone number on it and my email address, so you can reach me and ask me any questions you might have. Just please don't call me and ask me about your speeding ticket, because if your speeding ticket got to the Court of Appeals, then you've done something something really wrong and you need to fire your lawyer. So, as I said, I'm Judge April Wood. I am your constitutional conservative candidate for the North Carolina Supreme Court. I'm going to humbly ask for your vote and for your support. I do have a Republican primary on May the 17th. I'm the only one in this primary who has any prior judicial experience and a track record of being a constitutional conservative common sense judge that you can go and check out. So again, I'm Judge April Wood, and please remember on May 17th to make the court good and vote for Judge Wood. Thank you.